What up, YouTube? How's it going? Been a while, hadn't it? Yeah, I've been MIA. A lot going on. But yeah, I want to talk to you guys about the new DoorDash point system that they rolled out a few days ago. And there's some good and some bad. So let's get to it. So the good, right off the top, is we actually, here in Central California, we haven't had the Dash Now feature in almost 2 years. It's been a little over 2 years. And yeah, it kind of sucks because all over the rest of the country, people have the opportunity to Dash Now if you're platinum. Here in California, it's so oversaturated with drivers that not only did you not have the Dash Now feature, you know how you can schedule every day at 3 o'clock, 6 days out? Well, we don't even have that for it got so bad that 3 months ago that they stopped scheduling at 3 o'clock and they started scheduling at midnight because so many people were trying to schedule at 3 o'clock. It kept crashing the system and nobody was being able to schedule. So they changed it to midnight. So now if you want to get your schedule in, you have to wake up set your alarm, wake up at midnight, and then hopefully get a schedule in. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks big time. But it's we have Dash Now again after 2 years. I guess enough people complained about it that they implemented it back after a long time. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So now we have the Dash Now feature. But here's the thing. As cool as it is to have the Dash Now feature, it's so fucking saturated out here that it is dead slow. This new update, I don't know what they did to the algorithm or what's going on, but my paychecks have literally, well, I shouldn't say my paychecks because it hasn't been here that long. It's only been 4 days, 5 days, something in that general ballpark. But the orders are so far and few between. Just for instance, today I started at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? I got one order at about 8:15. It's now 10 o'clock and my phone hasn't went off since 8:15. So something's going on with the algorithm. And what's even weirder is I know this area pretty damn well, and I know who's dashers and who's not, because you just, fuck, you see them, you see each other around every day. You typically tend to know what's going on and who's doing what, right? And then you meet everybody in the stores when you're going in and all this other stuff. So there's not very many dashers out. I don't understand. I'm not seeing any dashers out, and yet it's still extremely freaking slow. I don't know if there's a problem with the app or the algorithm, or common sense would just say it's just oversaturated now that they implemented the Dash Now again, right? And I would agree with that, but I don't see any other drivers out here. I really don't. I'll see one or two here and there, but for the most part, not like I used to. It used to be drivers. Because I'm in a shopping mall that's got a shitload of restaurants and fast food and all that kind of stuff. And drive into a restaurant, you'd pass by 5 or 6 different dashers, and you know that they were doing DoorDash, right? I don't see none of the normal people out here anymore, and it's still extremely slow. So yeah, it really does suck, because it's for all the gig workers out there and the DoorDashers out there that are working full time, it's a little bit of a struggle. And I know not all markets are like this, right? Not all markets are like this. I know most markets do pretty well in a larger market, and I am in a larger market. I mean, I'm not in a huge market or anything like that, but I'm definitely not in a small market. Like the area and the amount of people that have access to the DoorDash platform to order food from where I'm at is pretty large. So I really don't know what's going on. And I know ratings. A lot of people out there are cherry pickers, but in my market, cherry picking is a thing of the past. Like, nobody cherry picks in my market, because there's so many people and not enough orders to go around that people are just taking anything they can. Like, I don't really take no tip offers, but my ratings are so high that I don't really get a lot of no tip offers. Like, I get a lot of $5 orders for 2 miles, 1.5 miles, $2. But I don't really see a lot of orders over $8, $10. Like, very, very, very rarely will I see a DoorDash order that's $10. I might get one out of a full day's work. So I usually get around 15 to 18 orders in a day for my shift type of thing. And I come in at 8 in the morning, and I try to head out by 3. If it's slow, I'll stay till about 5 or something like that. And people, like, I don't really see a lot of big orders like that like I used to. Like, I used to see pretty good orders and stuff like that. I would have multiple $8, $10, even $15 orders, and I don't see those anymore. It's all $5 orders. $5 for 2 miles, $5 for 2.5 miles, $6 for 3 miles, and that's about the extent of it. And I normally I ask you guys, like, is your guys' market the same way? But I know a lot of people out there that are doing really well. That this new update, this new change to the system isn't really affecting a lot of people, but it's definitely affecting us down here in the Central Valley here in California. And I just don't know what's going on, and it really does suck, because, man, we out here working long hours and stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not hard work. the hardest part of the job is dealing with assholes, right? But I don't really deal with a lot of those kind of people. For the most part, people are pretty nice to me, but I hear a lot of other people complaining. But I don't really have an issue with customers, but I don't put off that kind of aura either. I try to be nice and friendly to all the customers, smile and laugh and joke, and, hey, got some food for you guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and go on with my day. But I know there's those days of hitting $200 a day, man, those I haven't hit $200 a day in a long time. It's been a long time. And that really sucks, because I mean, I see a lot of other gig tubers out there, I guess you'd call them, and some of them have really good channels, and I know some of the YouTubers that I follow, a lot of people don't like, and then some of them, a lot of people do like. I don't mean to be throwing out names, but I'm not talking shit on anybody either. But like, Pedro, DoorDash Santiago, Mr. Bet on You, he's pretty cool, dude. He's got a pretty cool channel. And then Kim, Side Hustle Kim, she's a sweetheart. She really is. She, you can listen to her talk all day long, and that girl doesn't have a mean bone in her body. She's really sweet. But these guys are in a market where I don't think they realize how good they got it, because they can cherry pick. I mean, we don't have, like, most dashers in the industry see those videos and they get all excited, like, oh man, I have the opportunity to make that kind of money. You go out and you don't even hit half their money. You know, you don't even get close to making the kind of money they get, because they're in such a large market where they're getting enough order volumes coming in to where they can make that 25 to 30 bucks an hour. And they brag about it and they tell you all these tips and tricks and all this and that, and it doesn't have nothing to do with fucking tips. It has I mean, it has a lot to do with tips, but it has nothing to do with fucking tricks in any of this, or like, I know something that the normal people. No, it's fucking DoorDash. It's basic. It's fucking one button, yes or no. Do you want it? They'll send it to you. The thing is they don't realize they have enough order volume coming in where they can accept enough orders and hit that $25, $30 mark. Well, here in my thing, hell, my phone hasn't went off in 2.5 hours. It's a really, really slow day. And what's even fucked up? No, it's not fucked up, but today's my birthday. 420. And I'm out here where I'm only gonna work like a half day though, to be honest with you. But you know, like, it's crazy to see these other YouTubers and talking about how, you know, I mean, fuck, dude, a lot of people drop like three videos a day, YouTubers on gig work, and it's like, dude, you guys explain the same exact video every 2 weeks. I mean, there's not enough going on in DoorDash's little tiny world to be dropping 3 videos a day constantly. I mean, yeah, you guys are making decent money out there, I'm sure, off of YouTube, you know, revenue and all that other kind of stuff. But I mean, it just blows me away, because a lot of people are giving out these false and hope, you know, I guess, what's the best way to put it? Misleading would be a good way to put it. Misleading drivers to think that they can make that kind of money, you know, like, you know, DoorDash drivers like Pedro and Kim and all these other people. And the only reason why I bring Pedro up and Kim up is because they do have good. I know a lot of people don't like Pedro, but I do. I think he's all right. I think he kind of fluctuates, you know. But I saw some videos of his where he was, because I've been watching him for years, and he's been recently more outspoken about his family life, and I kind of was on the fence with him a little bit. He seemed a little trendy, you know, like you know, like trying to get people into to get subscribed to him and make all these crazy videos just for views and money and all this, you know. And that's all fine and dandy, but when I saw how he was with his family, with his dog, because he's got a little daughter, I think he has 2 little girls, but it was mad respect for him, you know. I was like, okay, I could tell that not only was he a DoorDash driver that did YouTube, but he was a very proud father and husband. You know, he was very proudful in what he did, and I thought that was awesome, and it kind of gave me a different outlook on him. But anyways, this isn't about all that kind of stuff. This is more about the new point system and how shitty it is, and it really does suck, because I mean, fuck, man, we're out here, like, literally I'm shooting a video and my phone hasn't even went off, you know, like, I don't know what's going on with the system. And I know usually when DoorDash updates their system, it usually takes 3 or 4 days for the algorithm to get back on track and the orders to start coming in again. It's always really slow after they update the system. But this new update they had, man, it's really hard to be out here. And all the other platforms are super slow too. Don't even get me started on Spark. I have another video coming up on that, because anybody that's been following me knows that I quit doing DoorDash and I went to Spark, and that's just a whole nother video in itself, but that'll be coming too, so I'll have another video coming on that. So, but yeah, if you guys out there are having any issues with the new system, you know, and I know I'm going to get a lot of messages in the message section in the comments, you know, I'm still killing it. Well, good, dude. I'm glad you're making $200 a day, or, you know, I'm glad you're in a market to where you can make that kind of money. That's awesome. I support all the workers out there, all the gig workers, anybody who's out there trying to better their life and trying to and they're showing up. Dude, good for you guys, man. You know, I'm glad you guys are out there, but a lot of drivers don't have that experience, and I hear a lot of drivers that are like, man, I see all these YouTube videos and I thought I was going to make decent money and I'm not making anything. Like I've heard of drivers say that they've stayed out here for an 8-hour shift and only made like $30 on an 8-hour shift. You know, our Saturdays and Sundays, we used to kill it out here on Saturday and Sunday. Now Sundays are completely dead. Like I used to take like Monday and Tuesdays off, and I would work Saturday and Sundays because they paid so good. The payout was so good. Not now. Sundays, it's dead. After like 2 o'clock, it's done. You know, and it doesn't start till about 10. It's kind of weird because most people in church or whatever, but it's just getting harder and harder out here, and it seems like the only one who's making money is DoorDash, you know, and because they're still getting the same. I mean, even though, like, I know life's tough, it sucks out here right now. I mean, everybody's broke, living check to check. Well, most people are, and it's hard out here, but there are still enough orders coming in. Like, I don't understand what the deal is, you know, like. The things that made me walk away from DoorDash to start doing Spark full time, all of those problems got fixed in the year that I was gone from DoorDash, because I completely gave it up. There was just so much issues with being able to schedule. I mean, the stress levels were insane because it was so hard to get a fucking schedule on DoorDash, even if you were a platinum driver. So it was just hard, you know, and now with the new stuff coming in, now that we have the scheduling fixed and all that, like, dude, the on time part of it, horrible. I get an order in, and it literally gives me like 2 minutes to get to the restaurant, even though the restaurant's a mile down the street with like 5 lights in between me and the restaurant. 2 minutes, you know. And then when I pick it up, it gives me like 5 minutes to get to the customer's house. And the customer's house is like 5 miles away. So you're constantly, literally, like, after every single trip, you're having to fucking dispute all your late things, so that way you don't get deactivated or anything like that. So, you know, I hope everybody's doing good out there. I'm glad everybody out there is making money who's making money. Anybody who's not out there making money, who's struggling, you guys aren't the only ones, so don't feel bad. And you know, just I'm gonna start fucking working like late dinner shifts again, because that's what I used to do. I used to work lunch and late dinner shifts, and I made okay money. But I wanted to make more money, so I started working the breakfast shift. But like I said, breakfast shift has gotten so slow. It is insane. So with all that being said, not really much of a lot has been said. It's all basic stuff, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are going through it and know what's going on. So with that being said, I hope you guys all do good. Like I said, I hope everybody's out there making money. I hope everybody out there's having an awesome 420. You know, it is California. So go do your work, go home and have some fun. You know what I mean? But with that, until we meet again, guys, peace.